everyone. This is Judy with Living in Ohm, and this is Iggy,
Hi.
my soul buddy. That's
Yes.
the name. That's the name he made up.
Yes. Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. And today we are at Zion National Park. We had a great time on my birthday weekend. Woo! But we wanted to make this video for everyone because we wanted to share our experience about being in sacred relationship.
Yes.
Spirit, my guides, have told me that I needed to share my experiences because my experiences in relationship, especially with Iggy, are different than what society thinks a traditional, relationship is like. So do you want to start from the beginning?
Sure.
Okay.
So I feel that in order to be able to have healthy relationship with someone else, it is imperative to have a healthy relationship with yourself. That means complete acceptance of yourself, non-judgment. That means complete love. And when we get to that special place, when we fully accept ourselves without judging ourselves, without criticizing ourselves, then we can enter relationships which are not codependent, relationships that are free of judgment, without attachments, the traditional attachments in relationships. Right?
Yes, most definitely. For our relationship, it has evolved. I met Iggy last year online thinking I wanted to date someone, and it was interesting because I went on this dating website and all these guys were messaging me, and he was the only one that I answered because we read the same books, and that was, the connection there. But then I didn't stay on it for long because the vibrational frequency was just too much. And so we just communicated by email for several months, and then we finally met in person. And what did we do when we met in person? We went hiking.
Yes.
We went hiking. We went hiking at Alamere Falls. But when I met Iggy, I felt, and I knew prior to that because we had talked on the phone, that I had a connection with him, a soul connection, and I felt from the beginning that I had loved him before, many times before, and many lifetimes before. So I knew when I met him physically in person that I would feel probably a stronger, connection, and I did. I remember that.
Yeah, there was this sense of familiarity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We knew each other for a long time.
Yeah, and so there was that instant, connection, soul connection. So like a remembering of who he was to me. I didn't know exactly at the time, but I knew that we had loved each other in lifetimes before. We've had relationship in lifetimes before, so it was easy. It was easy, to be with him.
It is very easy to be with you.
Yeah, still is easy, which is the best.
There is no drama.
No,
There are no expectations.
Yes.
There is
Yes.
no codependency.
Yes.
We just have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We hang out. We can talk about anything.
Right.
And it's so refreshing.
Yes, and so for myself, I'm a twin flame, and having that relationship with a twin flame, it brings up so many things to be healed. Like, you really do go through this journey where that part of you that is unhealed, comes to the surface. And for me, when I met Iggy, like online, it was like right after I went through my dark night of the soul for like 3 days, and I wanted to die. And I'm like, no, this can't happen to me. And I feel like Spirit brought him to my life so that I can work through a lot of things, because I think there was a lot of things that were healed, you know, when I met you. I certainly, my 3D thinking about men, completely, a lot of that is gone, you know, right now. And so I know that for a lot of women, probably men too, we have this template, um, in our physical world where we meet someone, and someone of the opposite sex, and then you get together, you date each other, then it develops, and then you start to fall in love with each other, and then you, um, maybe live together, get engaged, get married, have kids, you know, and all of that. So that is the 3D societal template. But we are here today to talk to you about an example of a relationship that is more than the 3D template. Because this, what we have together, is I don't really think it's special. I think everybody can have this kind of relationship. I just think that a relationship is vibrating at a higher frequency, because it is more of the fifth dimension, which is light and love. How I feel about Iggy, I mean, ever since last year, I had no expectation. You know, when I met him, I was like, okay, you know, it's fun being with him. I feel so open, and I can talk to him about anything. I do tell him anything, and when I mean anything, like anything. I tell him all my like girly problems, and and you don't care, right?
Bodily functions, whatever.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm gassy today, and he doesn't care. Like
It's part of life.
it's part of life. So
We all have to deal with that, so
Right.
it's not a big deal.
so for me, like I feel open enough and have this level of trust with him where I can just say whatever, and I know that he's not going to pass any judgment.
Sure. And we just laugh about it.
I know.
It's just there is a certain level of lightheartedness about it, right? So the complete acceptance means that, yeah, there is no judgment. I accept Judy fully for who she is, as soul and also as character in this life. And I think that's what's beautiful about it. That's what's enriching and deeper in many ways. The relationship is deeper, right, because of that.
Yes. And we have this soul connection, so with us it's very energetic. I mean, for me, I can feel Iggy. I can feel his emotions. I can feel things, you know, inside of him. So there's this, you know, energetic, you know, connection with us that's really deep. Not everybody may have that with someone, but I definitely know that because I have this relationship with him where there is no judgment, no codependency, no drama at all. Like, you know, when I see him, we don't live close to each other. So when I see him, I mean, it's so fun. I'm in the present moment, and I don't think about anything else. And we talk about whatever, and we like to be out in nature a lot. So we do that often. We do that every time. We do that basically every time that we get together. And so it has taught me that I can be in relationship with a man and not put that 3D societal template, you know, on it.
Right. Which means we're not physical. We are like best friends and much more.
Correct. It's hard to use the term too when you say friends, because when you say friends, that's another template in itself right there.
Correct.
When you say friends, because for me, it definitely is deeper than what you think a regular friendship, you know, is. It's, you know, this is vibrating on the soul level. So we are communicating at a higher frequency, and when you have no codependency, expectation, or judgment, which a lot of people do in a 3D relationship, it is so much easier to be with someone. It's fun, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah. And so Iggy doesn't care if I like unicorns and fairies.
I laugh about it.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
Right. And all my craziness.
Yeah, the unicorns and fairies don't resonate fully with me, but yeah, I fully support you in farting rainbows, right?
Yes. And so, well, it's good to fart rainbows. You need to be farting rainbows so you can feel in unicorn mode. Like being
Right
in
on.
Zion. So, all right. Well, anyways, so in our relationship, like I honestly feel that when you have this connection, with someone, it could be male, it could be female, or male, female. It doesn't matter to me. Like gender doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really matter.
Well, gender doesn't exist on a soul level.
Yes, on the soul level, gender doesn't exist. But you can have a relationship that is from the fifth dimension and beyond. After I met Iggy, well, actually, I met Tyler too. Like before I met you. Like before I met Iggy face to face, I met Tyler, which is another, male friend of both of ours. And he is vibrating on a higher frequency. And I love Tyler, just as much as I love Iggy. But we have this soul, connection and soul relationship together. And during the time, it's been almost a year that we have known each other. During that time, for myself as an intuitive channel, I have seen many of our lifetimes together. We were Tibetan Buddhist monks together. I saw us as children together. I saw us just in many lifetimes where most of it was male, and we were best friends. So to me, it's like, wow, here we are together again, living out, a best friend template, but this time we're male, female. And I've seen us in our galactic lifetimes too, for those of you who believe in that. And we were male, female in that lifetime, and we had a connection there too. And I honestly think it's all about love. So I feel blessed that we chose together to come again into the physical realm and embody, these physical bodies and have this relationship of love, because that's what we are. We are beings of light, beings of love. And then we get to, because we're in the physical body and we live in this world of duality and polarity, we get to choose our experiences. And we came together again, and we chose to come together and be in relationship and have this experience of love. It doesn't have to be, I feel, when you have a connection with somebody and they're like of the opposite sex, it doesn't have to be directly going to that romantic, stage. Don't you think?
I agree.
And so I feel like, being with Iggy for myself, it has taught me a lot about myself. Like I healed a lot of the bullshit, things that I went through regarding men, and healed a lot of those things inside because of my experiences with Iggy. Like, oh wow, because I have this relationship with a man, I don't have to be codependent. I can just be me. I don't have to have this like neediness, with anyone. And that's awesome, and especially as a chick, because as a girl, like all of us, well, many of us grow up with, the princess syndrome. Like, I want a guy to come and sweep me off my feet and take care of me and all of that bullshit.
And make me happy.
But you know what? You need to make your own self happy. Happiness comes from within.
It's a personal responsibility.
It's a personal responsibility, right? Nothing outside of you is going to make you happy. It's all internal. To experience that true joy, that true bliss, that has to come from within. And I think that to me, the time in my life that we met, it was divine timing. I feel that we met because it was an opportunity to heal a lot of those things within me that I thought about male-female relationships, and then have a totally different experience. Now, which is this is kind of cool because we do have a lot of similar interest, right? Together, and it's just it's kind of neat. I think, like, we use the same kind of toothpaste.
Well, we're drawn to the same
Yeah,
things.
we're drawn to the same things.
Same
and
foods.
Same
and
foods. Like it's so easy because we eat the same, so that makes it so easy. So easy. Like food is a big factor in all of our lives because we have to eat every single day, and so, and we both like to cook,
Mhm.
right? We like to make tasty foods. We love Thai food. We'd eat Thai food every single day.
That's true.
And the thing about it too is like having these similar interests means that we are vibrating at this same frequency. So there is a vibrational match in our relationship, which makes it easy for us to be together.
I appreciate you, Judy Boo.
Aww, I appreciate you too.
I love you.
I love you. Oh, see that? We just love each other. And you know what? I tell him all the time that I love him. Like, the thing for me is like, I don't care if he tells me or not. I don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, because I know that he does.
And because it's not codependent.
Yes, not codependent. So for me, it's like, I want to express my love because I want to express it. Like, I don't need to hear it back. Like, oh my God, he didn't tell me that he loved me. Like, that kind of thing. No, there's none of that, in there. Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't.
Because it's not I love you because, or I
Yes.
love you if, or I
Yes.
love you when.
Right.
I just love you. right?
Yes. It's that all comes from inside of me because I have the emotion, the feeling, that connected, feeling towards Iggy, and I just love him for who he is. We both have a lot of shit going on in our lives. We both do. And
Everybody does.
everybody does. Everybody does. But I don't have any judgment on, what's happening in Iggy's life. It just is. And I honestly feel like we do help each other.
Yeah,
Right?
we do.
We help each Okay.
Okay, what?
We're back. All right. So, go ahead.
Well,
Your turn to talk.
what I appreciate about our relationship is there is no typical relationship drama, right? So
Mm,
there is
totally.
no pouting, no no expectation of me to do or say anything. We just share our feelings and what is it that we want to do, and we do it, and if we don't feel like doing it, it's fine, and there is no feeling like, well, you don't care for me because you don't want to do that, or you don't want to do that for me, and I think that's what's beautiful about it for me. We just have fun without the typical drama of relationships. So, and I also feel your love. I feel your deep love for me, which is feels great.
It does. When you can actually experience unconditional love, where no matter what you do, what you say, or whatever happens, anything, when someone loves you for you, the true you, it is really beautiful. And then I think you can have such wonderful experiences of love. for me, my love language is, if you guys know about love languages, mine is time. It's time. Like I enjoy spending time with people that I love, people that are high vibrational. That means more to me than like gifts or things.
Right.
You know.
Likewise. For
Yeah.
me, it's time and also acts of service.
Acts of service.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
Doing something for the one that I care for. Right?
Yes. And it's been wonderful having this experience with Iggy, because when we do spend time together, I cherish those moments, and I tell you that too.
Yeah,
Right?
you do.
Yeah.
And I do as well.
hmm I really tell him like how much I appreciate him.
Yeah, I appreciate you as well.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What is this? Get rid of this. Hold on. Can't see themselves. But for me, it just comes out. Like, you know, when I have this feeling like, oh my God, I love spending time with Iggy Boo. Then I tell them that, or that, you know, I treasure how it is between us, and it's so hard to describe because some people don't understand it. But that's why we are making this video, to explain and be the way showers of a 5D templated relationship, what a true sacred relationship is like, without having this 3D societal, you know, template on a male-female relationship.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people have hard time comprehending that. You know, our mothers don't understand it.
Yeah.
They think we may be an item
Yes.
and we may be dating or something like that. And
Yes.
but
Whatever.
that doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Let people think what they want to think.
Right.
That doesn't really matter. It's not important to us. What's important is what we have together and
Right.
what we're sharing together, and that's something special.
And so that I mean, we have known each other for a year now, and I feel for us, like spirit brought us together, and I do feel like we have a soul contract together, in that, you know, we are here to help other people with learning about themselves, with their ascension journey, and helping them raise their vibration. And I know that Iggy is part of my soul mission here on the planet, you know, and doing all of that, because I know for myself that I'm here to be of service to humanity. I know that about myself. I know that I'm an angelic here on earth. I know that, you know, I have this gift. Well, we all are healers, most of us, I feel, and that I have to share those gifts with humanity and help other people raise their vibration, learn energy techniques, help them ascend, help them see who they truly are on a soul level, and that we are not just physical beings here on earth, but we are multi-dimensional beings. We are soul beings on earth, and we're all here to change the world and make it a better place, right?
That's right. So I'm finally getting into, or coming into, my soul contract as well, on this earth, and I feel that I'm here to also share my love for humanity, for everything there is, and also help people love themselves, love themselves before they actually get into these fully loving, accepting, non-traditional relationships with others. I think that's truly important, and we all need to embrace that. So if you have any questions for me or for Judy or for both of us, feel free to get in touch. We'd love to share with you our perspectives, and talk more about these special relationships.
Yes, and you can watch all of our hiking videos on Yogini Hiking Adventures on Instagram.
We get silly
We do-
sometimes.
we do get silly. It's really fun to have a you know, Iggy is my divine complement, and it's. I never thought that I would. I have best friends that are girlfriends, but it's different. It's different having best friends that are girlfriends. Um, but it can be the same. But I mean, Iggy and I found each other, so it is, you know, a soul relationship, and it's so fun. We have so much fun together. We talk about food a lot,
Yes.
don't we?
Yes.
We talk about food. We talk about nature. We talk about our dreams. We dream together, right? The things that we want to manifest for ourselves. We talk about that, and and energetically, when, you know, things are happening in our lives. Because personally, for me, like, I do a lot of energy work. I help Iggy with that, right?
You do.
Yeah, and so it's helpful. I think, you know, in the person that I am, and the person that he is, and moving forward along in our life and assisting each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this
So-
was good.
Peace and love to everyone.
Peace and love. Blessings to all of you. I love you guys so much. Come to Zion. It's so beautiful here, and your vibration will just instantly raise when you get by all these rocks and trees and the Virgin River. It's really, really beautiful. We'll make another video soon, but like Iggy said, if you have any questions regarding sacred relationship, divine complement relationships, message me up there. Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.